probably the most, yeah, the most fun.
All right, you too. Bringing you
Come on,
a
Diamond.
plus 12. Plus 12, Necrotic Wake. Video clipping bugged out for like the first 3 seconds. All you really missed was me sapping that ad next to the shield so we could grab the item. Other than that, nothing really has been missed. The big first poll is all that really that didn't make it in either. But we're here to talk about the rest of
This
it.
ring is stupid, by the way. I looked up how much damage it was doing.
Easily
Yep.
my favorite of Season 1 is this dungeon, just because of all the items you get to use and how they help you with it. For plus 12 routes, you have to grab all of those items. There are shields, there are little blue orbs, and there are spears. The spears give extra damage on the boss for like 20 seconds. The orbs do like a AoE interrupt that stops all casts going out. And the shield prevents some of the damage that goes out too. So a lot of stuff that has to be used, and when you choose to use them will determine whether or not you make it through this key on time or even two-chesting it. In plus 12 and even higher, you pretty much clear out this entire first level before moving on to the boss, as well as just the rest of the dungeon. It lets you perform a couple skips that are a pain as it goes on. Like, you get to do the Necromancer skip, and you'll see that coming up. But in these higher keys, the strategy is to clean out just about everything. First boss, pretty easy. Look for who's going to get thrown up on and make sure that you're out of their way, or that you move out of the way of everybody else if it's you. As a rogue, you can save your vanishes here. Vanish when the ads get close, get the bleed cleaves out. Helps your energy, helps your damage. You're going to see me using my finishers very slowly, watching that green bar as it goes, as it deteriorates downward. Want to try to maintain that energy as I make a mistake there and let it automatically drink a little too early. You have 3 of them though, so as long as you've got 1 for each Kingsbane, you're going to be doing alright. But that's where the separation is from the good rogues to the really good rogues, is whether or not you can hold on to your T charges. After you've used your vanishes on the ads, you'll have to go and manually rupture them. If one of them's targeting you, you can kidney like you just saw there. You can use evasion. And this fight's pretty rinse and repeat after that. When you do get targeted, as you saw there, Feint goes out. Helps with the controlling the damage for the healing. Cooldowns are back. Cooldowns are going out. Yeehaw. I'm playing with one of my buddies from the guild. We are coordinating. You might hear the chatter in the background on who's going on what for interrupts.
Or I guess I can try to kick the mage. I'll kidney the mage.
Once that Necromancer dies, all of his army dies with him. So Necromancer needs to be your top priority, and you need to interrupt as much as you can on his mages or his warriors. You can kidney those as well to stop damage. So you're seeing a distract skip there where we stop that patrol so we don't have to deal with them.
My mistake here.
As we fight this mini-boss, you do not have a lot of time to react to the orbs that come out. If you are within the splash zone of those orbs, you will die. So be watching for them to come out. There they are there. Picking up the orb.
I'll get the right one.
Alright, I got left.
These Marauders do a cleave that if you're standing in front of, you will die. And they do a castable fear. See us interrupting our respective targets here. When they start to get low, we'll run them into the Necromancer pack. Or that's what you normally do. I don't remember if we do that here. Starting to, there we go.
Oh, come on. Not like this.
After this pack, we do yet another skip here, utilizing the Rogue's Toolkit.
Druid's got it. Okay.
Wait for everybody to get close. Give them the Shroud. You can skip that Necro pack. You'll then clean out almost every other ad from this level to make sure you have the percentage when you go up there. Use the Vanish here to reset with all the ads. Get as many bleeds out as you can quickly. Because here comes the lust. The second lust of the dungeon is this pack here.
I don't know where the big guy is.
Utilizing mouse over kick while staying on Marauder.
Who died? I missed a die.
I don't know.
Who are we pinging? Ping an orb. Okay.
Yeah.
I got it.
in these hierarchies, there are a couple
Dino.
different times to use the orb. We spoke
not on
before the run started on where we wanted to use everything. We're going to use the orbs during this boss coming up, just to keep those mages under control with their volley. They have a frostbolt volley that if you let go out will cause too much damage for the healer to stay in front of. If you've got enough people interrupting, you can save one of the orbs for when you go upstairs to the next level as you're dealing with Stitch Fletch, and you can use them for a big pull that'll stop the crafters and the collectors from casting if you're going for a big pull up there. But we play it a little safe and use them for a Marth coming up. Going out with Shaman. I'll use third, I guess. Throw Vanish as soon as your ads come. Get your bleeds out. Throw your cooldowns. They are going out now. A little late with the cooldowns, but I think I was watching to not die from the ads. Next, right?
Yeah, that's the third one.
If you don't know the fight here, when he casts Final Harvest and there are any ads still awake, that'll wipe the party.
Yep, that's it.
When you pop the orb, make sure you're close to the casters to keep them all interrupted while the orb's duration is going on. Also, enjoy my backpack as I fat fingered it. I got the spear.
Your arrival proved timely, yet the battle rages on. We cannot rest until these invaders are purged from our skies.
So I've seen polls where you grab this pack and you grab the patrol and the other static pack, and you can use the orbs. So you grab one more pack and use the orbs here. I've seen that strategy as well, but there's not too many casters. And between Paladin, the Shamans, and myself, we do a pretty good job of keeping all the casts under control. Alright, this little mini boss, these guys do something called throw cleaver.
Oh, what the fuck, dude? Rude as fuck.
You'll get an arrow over your head like this. You want to make sure that you are behind the tank or the ad, so that when throw cleaver gets thrown at you, it hits either the tank or the ad, because it'll kill you. They also do a morbid fixation that you are seeing. You want to keep an eye on both cast bars and who they're targeting with morbid fixation. As a melee, if they are targeting you and you're right next to them, they will drop you really fast. If you've got cheat death up, you'll get a second chance, but you want to make sure that you are watching for who they are fixating on and to get out of there if they choose you. Gorgrind's pretty easy to drop. He just has a frontal cleave that you need to watch for. There will be a graphic that comes up right there. Looks like a bunch of dust on the ground. Don't get hit by that.
Did you turn your cooldowns off, sir?
No, there's a couple of procs.
Very nice. Save my cooldowns. Rot spew, and then they come back in time to get.
Yep.
Boss.
Rot Spew is kind of a pain. You want to keep Feint up for the entirety of the fight, so space them out so that you always have one.
Dude, I got hit again there.
You do not have a lot of time to react. He will target an enemy and drop
Loves you.
that spew down, and it'll do a lot of damage to you as well. If you see him targeting you, try to get away from the party. As you can see, when it picked me, it was still pretty hard to react to it, get away in time, but just keep watching for it. A note for tanks, you do not want to put him in the middle of the room, because even after he dies, if you are near his corpse, you will take that AoE damage. So you'll want to put him in the corner or off to the side, like how we're doing here, just walking back and forth with it. Probably my favorite fight here is this is the Stitch Flesh fight. Make sure that you are between the boss. If you get picked for the hook like this,
It's you.
you wait for him to have a target, and he brings the boss down once you're out of the way. So, Lust, cooldowns out. You get picked again, try to stop him from doing Morbid Fixation. Meat Hook will interrupt it, so. There's some coordination between you and the tank if you have the Meat Hook. The second Meat Hook that comes out, you can set up for the stage, but we were a little too good at the DPS. So you have to wait for the next guy to come out. So. Little bit of an error, lost some time there. You want to keep him alive long enough to get that cleaver off to bring the boss back down, so you have constant uptime on the boss.
Ready with spear.
Spear goes out. Vanish cooldowns are going out now as well.
Good. Fantastic.
GG.
Not done yet. Still fuck this up.
Yeah, but all the scary shit's done.
Foreshadowing right there.
Boom doesn't have to sit so close, so me and the other melee can still run around him. Ugh. Disgusting. Could have rotated. See ya.
When you get exiled, it's a little mini game to run down the side of the lane here. This is probably one of the best dungeons for sudden demise talent, because you'll see him just die.
Oh, god damn it. Why did I have to talk?
Who died? What the fuck is going on up there?
The tank hit a fucking comet.
Shit.
And he died again somehow? Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me.
We still have a shot.
This is just a practice. We just practiced on the first one. Tank made a couple mistakes on that while I was down there.
I think there's a tank buster on that guy, isn't there?
I honestly don't know tank mechanics, like at all.
There is. I think the first death was a swirl in the comet.
Now we don't have a fucking spear.
Nope.
trying again here. So those frozen binds, you want to make sure that you are out of the circle before it gets dispelled. That's a little dispel mini game for the healers. If it's on you as a rogue, you can cloak it off, but if you dispel it while friendlies are still inside that circle, you will freeze them. So you want to keep an eye on it. Usually the healer will be on top of it for you, but if they're taking a nap, you can always save cloak for it.
Just picking the healer for the vines. I'm okay with it.
Alright. Ooh.
See ya. Dude, that thing hits hard down there on the 12.
Yeah, it does.
I had to I had to use evasion. I had to kidney shot him.
Yep.
Didn't really have to deal with the mechanic yet of being sent back down and what happens when you come up, but we can talk about it here. When you do come up from being exiled, you'll, after a couple seconds of landing back down on the
You
platform,
died down there?
He did.
you will drop that ice circle that you can see
Now I've
on
gotta
different
go.
areas. And
Yeah.
you'll want to save cloak for it unless you used it for binds, or you'll want to save sprint for it to get out. So if you've got cloak on cooldown, you'll have to run slow to this ad. And that is pretty much this dungeon, guys. That'll be a wrap whenever I get back up there. I appreciate you stopping in. Be sure to check out the streams on Twitch most mornings, Wednesday nights, and Sunday nights for the
Come on,
Heroic
pick me up,
Raid.
Coming back.
Maybe even starting Mythic Raid here soon. But you can find me over at twitch.tv/boonheadshot. Thanks again for watching, guys. I'll see you on the next one.